Bipolar Disorder Awareness Day is coming up at the end of the month. There's a lot of stigma around mental health disorders like bipolar. So we have Steve from Porch Light Health. He's joining me today to clear some of that up. Thank you so much for joining us, Steve.
My pleasure.
So for people who don't know exactly what bipolar is, kind of break that down for us.
So it's a serious mental health condition, right? And it's mostly marked by sustained periods of depression and manic episodes, right? Depression being something people are pretty familiar with. Manic, maybe not so much. So manic is significant sleep disturbance. People aren't sleeping very well, like lots of high energy, grandiosity, making really bad decisions.
And like kind of you explained it right now, but there is there's more types of bipolar disorders. It's not just one mold fits all for everyone, right?
That's correct. So there's bipolar 1 and there's bipolar 2. Bipolar 1 is the more severe manic episodes. Bipolar 2 is less severe manic episodes. But it's really important that people at home understand that bipolar is more marked by depressed episodes. You're going to have 3 to 4 times more depressed episodes than manic.
When people have this bipolar 1 or bipolar 2, is there a way that you guys can treat it?
Absolutely. It's very treatable. So medication and therapy, if you get ahead of this, people can achieve stability. And when they do achieve stability, these people can be highly creative, they can be very passionate, resilient.
When you see these bipolar disorders, do you see that people are self-medicating, or how does that work? I know you said you have to get ahead of it too.
It's really common that about half the time with bipolar disorder, people have a diagnosable substance use disorder. And the reason for that is people are trying to self-medicate, right? If you're spending all your time depressed or you're manic, right, you're trying to kind of balance out your mood chemically. And so it's a really common thing that happens.
So we have a question here for you. Can you treat both the substance use and bipolar disorder at the same time, or is it different?
You have to.
Oh, you have to?
Yeah, you really have to. If you don't treat them both concurrently, what can happen is one can get worse while the other one gets better. And so it's really important to attack both at the same time.
That's good to know. Steve, is there anything else that you would like to just tell our viewers about my bipolar mental disorders?
I think just the message for people at home is that this is a treatable diagnosis. This is a medical condition. This is not just mood swings. This is, this is a serious condition. But
and like you said, if you get ahead of it and you take your medications, you can be creative. Like you said, you can do other things and not be depressed. Steve, thank you so much for joining us this morning.